Hey everybody, it's the Doll Boy, or should I say Ever After High Boy. I feel like that name might ring a bell with some of you, since Ever After High Boy was the handle that I used when I first started my doll collection. I hadn't really looked at my Ever After High dolls in quite a long time, but more recently I decided to take them out of hiding and display them in my doll room, with the goal to give all of them a new and improved look, including fuller, longer and more dimensional hair reroots. My first candidate for this was CA Cupid, that I gave a full head of dimensional pink curls in my previous video. And since I already had my pink hair out, I decided that this time I wanted to give a makeover to Briar Beauty. Overall, I really love Briar's design, but my personal issue with most Briar Beauty dolls is the placement of the pink. For her original doll, you can see that her entire back hairline and the hairline on one side is bright pink, and on the other side there is no pink to be found. That's why growing up, I also bought the Hetastic version of Briar Beauty, because at least that doll had the full hairline in pink. But again, on the back, there was no pink at all, so the colors are quite blocky for the doll, even though for this series the pink is much more subtle and blended. Between these two dolls, I decided to reroot the original version, because I do like that she has the ombre eyebrows. As you can see, her hair is pretty sticky from the glue that Mattel originally used on these dolls. And it only has that one shade of brown and that one shade of pink. For my reroot, I am planning to make this much more dimensional, and the colors that I picked out for her are these cherry pink for the pink part, which is a pretty close match to her original hair color, and I'm gonna add some highlights in Blossom to make the pink more dimensional. And for the brown parts in the series, you can see that there are several different shades, including a super dark brown. So I'm gonna go in with chocolate brown as a base, almost onyx as that super dark low light, and red cinnamon for a warmer highlight. All of these shades are in the DGHQ nylon hair that I got from the Doll Planet. They have a wide arrangement on colors, textures, and hair types, so if you're interested in giving your doll new hair, definitely check out their site. And if you use the discount code TheDollBoy10, you can get 10% off your entire order. For the rooting pattern, I'm planning to make all my Ever After High reroots super cohesive and give them all a similar blocky highlight rooting pattern in the hairline and part, which will also allow me to add some more brown to the pink side and pink to the brown side. And then with this Briar doll, you already know that I couldn't just let go of that original hair without cutting it in a short bob first to see what she would look like. And I actually think it does look kinda cute. After that though, I'm just going in and cutting the hair as short to the scalp as possible. And then I fill a bowl with boiling hot water and dip the doll's head in. This softens both the plastic of the head, so I can take it off the body easier. But it also softens the glue that's used inside her head. That makes it a lot easier for me to scrape the inside of her head and pull all that leftover hair to the inside using my forceps pliers. After all the hair is pulled to the inside, I'm opening up my forceps pliers to pull the hair and the glue out through the neck hole. This can be a little challenging because that glue holds everything together in giant clumps, that might even be too big to fit through the neck hole. And on top of that, the glue just sticks to the forceps pliers, so it's also a bit of a struggle to get the forceps pliers clean again to go back in the head. And in all honesty, with Ever After High dolls, this is one of my least favorite steps, because everything gets so sticky. The doll, the forceps plier, and even my fingers, which is not a great sensation at all. And as you can see here, a lot of gunk came out of Briar's head. After getting that head entirely clean, you can see that the holes in her part line are pretty big, and I think it should have been fine to just root right over these parts. But since I wasn't gonna reroot this doll the same night anyways, I decided to add a thin layer of liquid fusion glue to add some stability to this part line, which will help me avoid a crack in her head. Then while that glue dried, I did already go ahead and prepare some strands on my table in each color. So I got the light pink, my main pink, the dark brown, the warm brown, and my regular brown. And then to start the reroot, I'm taking a reroot tool with the smallest needle that I can find, because the hairlines on these Ever After High dolls are quite fine. Switching out the reroot needles to that smaller size really helps you be more gentle on the plastic, and again will avoid the plastic from splitting. If you're gonna use a smaller needle though, do make sure you also use thinner strands of hair, because otherwise your needle will break quicker. And then I just start rooting the head by taking one of the thin strands, wrapping it around my finger 2 times, pick it up with my reroot tool and pull on the ends of the hair to create a knot, and then I find a hole in the hairline to push it in. For this specific doll, since I was a little nervous about the color block rooting pattern that I was doing, I actually did decide to start on the front hairline to basically get instant results. And to make sure I work somewhat symmetrical, I finish one block of color on one side and then do that same color block on the other side. While doing this, I'm also counting the strands that I add in to keep it super similar, because I do want to keep it somewhat symmetrical to keep it looking super satisfying for future hairstyles. The pattern I decided to do is start at her sideburns with the dark brown color, then doing a few strands of the cherry pink, followed up by the chocolate brown, moving to the light blossom pink, and again the cherry pink, finished off with the chocolate brown. For the deeper side, I decided to alternate some strands of red cinnamon, then going in with the cherry pink, followed by blossom and chocolate, which gave me this result. Moving on to the part line, I did decide to keep this mostly the chocolate brown with 3 pink strands right behind the hairline, and then a little deeper in the part line, I added 3 strands of the dark brown. For the part line, as always, I like to root it twice to make the strands of the part a bit thicker, so I can use the end of my point comb to split that section in half to have coverage on both sides. I do already want to prepare you guys for quite an emotional roller coaster, because during this reroot, I made a few decisions that I regretted later on, so you will see me root hair that I later pull out to replace with a different color. For the back hairline, I wanted the focus to be mostly the darker brown color, and I added 2 big chunks of pink, with some chocolate brown and red cinnamon chunks in between. Once that part line is in, you can really start seeing the reroot come together, and for me, this was the moment where I realized that I actually preferred the look of this doll without those pink strands in the back hairline. Because looking at my references from the show, you can clearly see that the entire back portion of Briar's hair is brown. And the pink she has in her hair placed in the back is much more subtle than those chunky streaks that I did. That's why I'm simply pulling them out and replacing them with chocolate brown. And then to keep that blocky nature of the hairstyle, I'm going in right behind the hairline, adding more pink strands right behind where I placed that pink in the hairline. Then to make sure we do get some subtle highlights of pink in the back as well, I am adding a full row of pink in the back, a few rows above the back hairline. And then, once I started feeling my reroot more, I also started hesitating on the use of that red cinnamon color. Because I felt like with the two shades of pink, dark brown and lighter brown, it honestly just started looking very messy and cluttered. So I took some time to think about it, but in the end decided to also pull out all the red cinnamon strands that I had rooted before. At this point I wasn't able to really pull out all the hair super easily, because inside of the head all these strands are already woven together, so for strands that I wasn't able to pull out, I would just cut them as close to the scalp as possible. Because with the new strands that you're gonna add, you will push that little bit of leftover hair to the inside anyways. After removing all the strands of the red cinnamon, I replaced them with my chocolate brown. And right away, this gave me a much cleaner look. And then I just filled up the rest of the hair, creating rows of my chocolate brown and almost onyx to give Briar a super dimensional hair color. And once all the hair was in, I twisted it out of the way, wrapped it in a plastic bag to protect it, and then add my Fabri-Tac glue to the inside of the head. I spread that glue out with a Q-tip to make sure that it spread out evenly, and then I wait for it to dry overnight. The next day, I can take my freshly rerooted doll head and put it back to her original body. To set the hair in place and make the roots lay nice and flat, I dip the top of the head in boiling water while holding the hair down, and then I brush it out in the direction I want it to go to. For Briar's haircut, I kept it pretty simple, only trimming off the very ends, and then adding a subtle layer to the front. The reason I kept Briar's hair so long was because I really wanted to play with curls, and I did really want to keep the overall feel for her hair super long. I wrapped all the hair in straws and let that dry overnight. And then I also decided to make her signature bun on the one side. For this, I take a small section on that side, twist all the hair to one side, and then kind of push it back in and wrap it around itself to create this super interesting bun design. I take out the rest of the curlers as well, and then I dress her in her original outfit to complete the final look. And that finishes my Briar Beauty reroot, and I'm so happy with how she turned out. If you like Briar's new look too, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more Ever After High videos. And also let me know which Ever After High character you want to see a reroot for next. Then in the meantime, to see more styles on these dolls, follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well, @TheDollBoy. See you next time!